Welcome. It's another Black Belt Newscast.
Hi,
We are live. I'm Cindy Fisher, publisher.
I'm Todd Prater, staff writer.
And this is your number one first place award-winning live Black Belt newscast. We are nationally, statewide first place, nationally second place. We'll talk a little bit about that later, but we're really excited that
I'm
we're an
excited.
award-winning newscast coming to you from the Black Belt, your only locally put together and put out there newscast. Reminder, we do take comments during, and so if you make comments to us on YouTube or Facebook, Instagram, wherever you're watching us, we do see them. We can answer some of your questions if you have them. We have a busy week. There's a few things there's a few not fun things we're going to talk about today.
Yeah.
Which I don't love
Sometimes
doing.
that's the case.
Yeah. I know. I mean, I like talking about the happy, positive things going on in the Black Belt that really promotes what we have down here, which is amazing. You know, we have great people and we have great outdoors. We have great industries, but we also have our own issues, which I hate to say it is happening across the country. So we are going to be starting in Selma with the crime troubles. And it seems to be building. I mean, Montgomery has issues too. Birmingham is having a lot of gun violence issues. Ours, yeah. So let's get started with the story of the week that's been going crazy in our area, and that is the burned body found in the truck off 219 and Sweet Gum, which is in Dallas County. Now we have been told that this is they have identified that it is a missing Perry County man, that a 23-year-old Christian Moore. And this is the first arrest they have made. Tell us about that, Todd.
Well, that's actually her name is. Her name is. I got it right.
I know.
Here.
I can't remember either.
Yeah, there you go. She is. She's been arrested. Apparently, Christian Moore went to. I don't know why it's drawn. I've got to look at my notes here. Christian Moore went to her house in the
Artavius Thomas.
Yeah, and apparently she had another friend over there, Anthony Finney, who is on the screen right now, and there was an altercation, and apparently Christian Moore was, part of the altercation, got shot, according to Sheriff Grantham, and they put him in the passenger side of his truck, took him to County Road 230 in Valley Grande area, and burned his truck to cover up their track with him in it. Now, he is from Perry County. He has a New Bern address, which is actually in Hale County, but he lives in Perry County, right over the line. So Perry County started the search as a missing person. And originally they thought that he may have gone to Bibb County because of phone records. But Sheriff Grantham said when they started pinging his cell phone, it pinged in Dallas County, so Dallas County got involved. Because it was a missing person and foul play was involved, the State Bureau of Investigation was helping. They had all kind of different search tools to search for the truck, but it was pinging the cell phone, and they narrowed it down to County Road 230 here in Valley Grande, and they went and found the body. Now, Anthony Finney is considered armed and dangerous. He's still on the run. And Sheriff Grantham said, if you do see him, don't approach him at all. Just call the sheriff's department because he is armed. He's a big guy, too. He's like...
it is a sad story.
Yeah, it's terrible.
According to the sheriff, that is Christian Moore was dating this lady. Sounds like not good timing for when he came over to visit. So that is one situation going on. Yes.
I'm sorry?
You have something to add?
I was just saying, the girl's name is Artavius Thomas. I couldn't remember her name. I'm sorry. I have a note, but I couldn't
Well,
find Artavis
and
Thomas. She is in jail with no bond. So,
Well, there is a Selma firefighter that is in jail right now on a $1.5 million bond
wow.
for a shooting death last Sunday night.
Mm,
This is like a really sad situation, and we don't have a lot of details, but it's another death in Dallas, Selma, and Dallas County. We are working to get a number, a head count. What is our murder count right now?
yeah.
As many people know, we went several months without a police chief, with an interim chief, and then brought back the chief. The assistant chief left. So, turmoil at the leadership level of our police department. But Sheriff Grantham is the one that's given us most of the information for, and it's not Selma Police for the
And I
truck.
believe I told you I've reached out to our district attorney, Robert Turner, and he said he is going to get back with me, but he's a very busy man and has not yet. But that's coming in the near future to get some more of these statistics and find out what's being done about some of the crime problem that we're seeing in Dallas County.
Right.
And oh, this,
Yeah, really, it's the whole region. Send
yeah,
your news to news@blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. We are always, we can't be everywhere all at once. So send us your news if you want us to cover something. We do get quite a bit of emails from you guys, and we appreciate that. Obviously, go to blackbeltnewsnetwork.com is where you'll keep up with most of these stories. And when you sign up for our newsletter at
oh,
blackbeltnewsnetwork.com, you'll get these headlines every day, and it will keep you updated. And it is a comprehensive of what's going on in the Black Belt. So stay informed. That's the best way.
it is so useful.
Much more positive note, the Healthcare High School in Demopolis, which has a foundation, has gotten $30,000 from Robertson Bank. So there,
Yes,
it was not. That's the new Era building, which there is going to be knocked down to make room for the dorms and classrooms for the healthcare high school that's coming, and got approved by the state and signed by the governor earlier this year. A big deal for Demopolis. And actually, a story I was going to mention later in our roundup, but they say the population isn't increasing and changing in Demopolis, but which has led to the CVS in Demopolis to close. But we're going to be having people moving into
oh,
Demopolis soon to take over for and teach and do all the things we need for this high school. So maybe CVS will have to change their mind.
hopefully so. And a quick side note: last night at the Demopolis City Council meeting, they okayed changing or signing some paperwork to make that land uh, deed it to the foundation, to the Healthcare High School Foundation. And so we're going to have a story about that as soon as I get some more details from it. I'll write something up and we'll have it online and hopefully in the paper as well, because that's moving along, and it's moving along quickly, and it's a very positive thing for the Black Belt. So I
Yeah,
can't.
yeah. And that the foundation is really rocking and rolling.
Well, you rocking and rolling is right. I'm talking heavy metal, because
Yeah.
they you know they weren't messing around. So excellent.
So let's go back to Selma. We know Demopolis has Warhouse Theater,
Yeah,
but Selma's got Walton Theater that's back.
yes, the Walton Theater had been closed down because of some damage, some problems in the building itself that made the building unsafe, and so they have repaired that. Of course, the building's owned by the city, and ATAP, Pastor
John Grayson.
John Grayson. I don't know what's wrong with my head today.
Yeah.
Pastor Grayson rents that, and of course he has the Walton Theater, and he said that they did a soft opening this past weekend, and Miss Cece Grayson was telling me about that as well. Two of the most wonderful people that ever walked this earth, by the way, just awesome people, and they said it went really well. There was some camp kids that came. They're going to do another soft opening, or not say soft. They're going to do another kids show this weekend, and of course you can go to their website for all the times Also, we have it online. I believe didn't you put that online with the story, all the different
Yeah.
times, and they're going to have a grand opening coming up, but they haven't quite decided exactly when, but it'll be sometime probably towards the middle of August. So we'll let you know.
Yes. So, and it's really nice to have a community theater
Oh
like
yeah,
Morehouse and
and that's
Demopolis.
and Morehouse and
Otherwise
Demopolis,
it's a
they
long
got two.
drive.
They have a drive-in in Demopolis.
Yes, Morehouse has a drive-in.
Yeah, and it's on the side of the gym where I work out. So it's really cool. I go to the drive-in to work out. That's kind of weird, but
Yeah.
yeah, Richard
Hey, let's.
Cakebrine owns that. He is a great man. He and his wife Angie. So if you're over in the Demopolis area, that's another great theater. The indoor
So
and the
we've
outdoor.
got some business openings that happened this week. One of
Yeah.
them is a new thrift store. Tell us about that.
Oh, speaking of Pastor John Grayson, the Selma Roots Thrift Store has opened in the old Sears building, and it is being run by Betty Oldroy, who was running Forgotten or Never Forgotten Treasures across the river on Highway 80. Now the money from that thrift store and this one too all goes for the Sunlight Food Center, which is part of the ministry that the Gospel Tabernacle has. It's a food bank, a food ministry to help feed the hungry. And Pastor Grayson says that Miss Olroy she can take stuff that you would think is just, he said it looked like junk. She cleans it up and puts it out there, and it looks beautiful. And if you can see all the clothing, when I went through there, Cindy, there was not a bad piece of clothing, or everything was nice. Everything was very reasonably priced, and you can see it's well stocked. They also take donations. So if you got a bunch of old clothes or books or toys or stuff or furniture, the things you need to get rid of, take them to the old Sears building, the Selma Roots, and they will clean it up and put it out for sale and take that money and buy food for their food bank. And they said that if there's stuff they can't use or can't sell, they'll send it overseas to folks in other countries that need clothing and whatnot. So,
Wow, I love that.
I'm telling you, the Graysons are some of the nicest, most wonderful people in the world, and everybody that works with them or works for them are awesome, really fantastic people. So I enjoy.
So there's another business. What's this business?
Oh, another great business here in the Dallas County area. That is Preferred. They call it Preferred NEMT, non-emergency medical transport, and that is Mr. Roosevelt Tinker. He has opened it. He's been working in the Selma area at Park Place. Most of these, that's his wife right there, but most of these people are Park Place employees and family who were there at the ribbon cutting at the Selma Dallas Public Library. He's been working at Park Place as a nursing assistant for 30 years, and he noticed a need for transport. This is non-emergency medical transport, meaning if you have a doctor's appointment but don't have a car, or you need to get to dialysis, or you need to go get medications, things like that. So you don't need an ambulance. There's his wife joining him next to their van. You don't need an ambulance. You don't need the lights and sirens blaring, but you just need urgent transportation to get to an appointment. But along with that, he's also offering a taxi service. So if you or I don't have transportation, we need to go to the grocery store, we can call him and they'll come get us and take us to the grocery store as well. Of course, all the details are online and in our paper.
Well, I love his wife, Felicia. I've talked to her. She is a principal. I think you said she's at Meadowview Elementary now.
Yes.
But she used to be when the tornado hit, she was School of Discovery principal. Right. And they were located at Knox Elementary when it hit, and it was a bad hit. And so I interviewed her right after the tornado, and she was fantastic. What they went through, what she overcame. So I really enjoyed talking to her. They ended up relocating School of Discovery from Knox because it was so bad over to R.B. Hudson. And now they're rebuilding School of Discovery, as you know. It's being rebuilt.
I'm going to put a little average. What is wrong with me today? I want to put a little plug for an upcoming story, and I hate to have more crime, but the company that's building the School of Discovery, Stewart Construction, has had somebody stealing from them, and they caught it. Sheriff Grantham has given me the details. That's going to be coming up soon, so you're going to want to see this. They caught the person that was doing it, and she actually admitted it. But we'll have that story coming up too. So there's lots of great things coming up to Black Belt News Network. If I can just remember.
All right. I like to do a little black belt roundup at the end of before we finish, where if we don't have video necessarily, but let's talk about. So the Edmund Pettus Bridge is actually in the running and has been nominated to be considered as a World Heritage Site,
Cool.
and this is. Yeah, so it's the Department of Interior that has wanted to do a World Heritage List. And so Terry Sewell, who's our representative and from Selma, is part of the nominators. She nominated Edmund Pettus Bridge in Selma, but also Dexter Avenue King Memorial Baptist Church in Montgomery. So that's our two in the Black Belt that have been nominated. But there's others in Alabama: Bethel Baptist in Birmingham, and 16th Street Baptist Church, of course.
Right.
And the Greyhound Bus Terminal in Anniston is another one that was nominated. Yeah. I mean, you can't have a list of civil rights locations and landmarks and not have them in Alabama, especially in Selma, because we really are the queen of that. Also wanted to note that there were some arrests in Pine Hill. So our Wilcox news that we've got going on, if you go to Wilcox County page of blackbeltnewsnetwork.com, Pine Hill made some arrests. They've had a string of problems with thefts at Dollar Generals and even Walmart, and not just in Pine Hill, but in Thomasville and some surrounding communities. But Pine Hill's chief, Pamela Wilson, which she lived in Selma at one point, may still live in Selma, made some big arrests. You can go to blackbeltnewsnetwork.com to see the story, but they did narrow down and were able to nail that. And she's saying, I told folks, oh no, that's a different police chief. It's not Pamela Wilson. It's a different police chief now.
Yeah.
But had said, I promised you guys I was going to take care of it. So go to blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. You'll get more information about those arrests in Pine Hill. Also remember, this weekend is a tax-free weekend for school, back to school stuff. And we'll soon have some stories, some back to school stories coming up, because I don't know, for us, it's not quite there yet, but I know we do have a story on blackbeltnewsnetwork.com about the new lineup of the schools at Selma City Schools. They have made a bunch of new hires, including an athletic director change for the athletic director. So go check that out, blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. And then, we got another week where we get to make some announcements of our own.
Yeah.
I know we actually found out this week that we won 2 big awards with the National Newspaper Association. And that is for first place for our tornado coverage last year. And there is a story at blackbeltnewsnetwork.com, but also second place for this, our live newscast. Earlier in June, we found out about 11 awards that we won with the Alabama Press Association. Oh, yeah. The majority of those awards were for this innovative stuff we're doing, like this right here. Our videos, our TikTok won third place. We swept the video categories because we do a lot of really great videos. So follow us on YouTube, and that's where you'll see most of those videos. But I do a lot of reels. I don't know about you. I do a lot of reels, and I do a lot on. You don't do as many. You do more of these kind of videos. I grab a lot of reels while I'm out.
I'm gonna do a lot more. So
sign up for our newsletter.
But I was gonna tell you off the air, but I'll tell you right now, let everybody else know. I got a call from Tim Wood the other day. He was telling me a couple of things, and one of the things he said was, y'all got a good little newscast. I enjoy watching that.
Awesome. Thanks, Tim.
Stuff like this. So thanks, Tim. I appreciate your compliments.
Yeah, and make comments to us too. Last time we had a bunch of people commenting to us, and I don't have anybody today, so I miss you guys. At least tell me hi.
Yeah. But it's
Okay.
fun.
The other last week we revealed that we have become a nonprofit.
All right.
So we do ask for support. You can use your phone and go to this QR code. Also donate at blackbeltnewsnetwork.com because we are able to take donations, and donations are tax deductible. So we've already gotten some grants. Now we're going to be able to apply for even more grants that are going to help us be sustainable and also help us bring you the news for free. We don't charge for our content. You go to our
Right.
website. I know our competitors do. Actually, our biggest competitors put up a paywall and you can't get to the stories. Our stories are free, and we do that on purpose. We want to find our revenue in a different way, not through basically every single story. We want you to be able to read what we have posted. And in order to do that, we ask for donations. You can do just $7 a month. I mean, think of it like being on like Netflix. What you pay for Netflix is the same kind of money you can do to for us to keep us sustainable. And we want to stay here and do this for you, but we can't do it forever for free. So
Unfortunately, we gotta make a living too.
we do, but sign up for our newsletter. That's how you'll know what's going on. And
Tell
send us
everybody.
your news.
I mean, tell everybody if you enjoy this, you like our product online and in the print edition. Tell everybody about it. Tell your friends, your parents, tell mama and them. Let everybody know about us. And like I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but
Absolutely.
yeah, and send your news in. Yeah.
So, and we always like to thank our sponsors.
Yes.
Randall Miller Funeral Home. Give a thoughtful final gift to your family. Call today, 334-874-9081, and talk to a caring advisor. They will help you through the process. Have that set up for your family before they have to come up with it on their own. Pre-planning is really important. So good to know. And you can also be a sponsor by
Yeah.
emailing us at news@blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. If you know of another company that would like to get their name out there to be seen, send it. And also follow us. I always say Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. You would be surprised. Our following, we have a reach of 100,000 people right now. That is pretty crazy because you guys care about your community and what's going on. So follow us, and you can follow Black Belt News Network. You can also follow Selma Sun at our for the print product. And we have so much going on. We want to keep doing this for you. So stay tuned. We will see you guys next week. We have so much that we've been just today talking about that we have coming up.
Yeah.
So we'll see you guys next Friday.
Y'all have a
Enjoy
great
the
week.
rest of summer. A little bit more summer to go.
See ya.